It was a chilly autumn evening when Sarah decided to take her usual jog through the nearby woods. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows between the trees. She often ran this path, but tonight, an unsettling feeling crept in as the air grew colder and the forest became eerily quiet. About 20 minutes into her run, Sarah noticed a figure up ahead, partially obscured by the branches. It was a man, standing still, staring directly at her. He wore a dark hoodie, the hood pulled low over his face. Sarah's heart raced, but she tried to shake off the anxiety. Maybe he was just enjoying the solitude like she was. As she approached, the man didn't move, his gaze unwavering. Sarah quickened her pace, feeling an instinctive urge to get past him. Just as she passed by, he whispered, "You shouldn't be here." The voice was low and gravelly, sending chills down her spine. She glanced back, but he hadn't moved an inch. Trying to dismiss it as paranoia, Sarah continued her run, but the feeling of being watched lingered. Every rustle of leaves made her heart pound. She picked up her speed, eager to reach the trailhead. Suddenly, she heard footsteps behind her. They were heavy and purposeful. Glancing over her shoulder, she saw the man was following her, still cloaked in shadows. Panic surged through her as she sprinted, adrenaline fueling her legs. She could hear him gaining on her. As she turned a corner, she spotted a small clearing with an old, abandoned cabin. With no time to think, she dashed inside and locked the door, pressing her back against it. The cabin was dark and musty, filled with the smell of mildew and decay. She could hear the man outside, his footsteps stopping just outside the door. "You can't hide forever," he taunted, his voice chilling her to the bone. Sarah's hands trembled as she fumbled for her phone, but there was no signal. She scanned the cabin for anything she could use to defend herself. In the corner, she noticed an old axe, rusted but still heavy. She picked it up, gripping it tightly. Minutes felt like hours as she waited, heart racing, the silence punctuated only by her own breathing. Finally, she heard him move away, his footsteps fading into the distance. Gathering her courage, Sarah